players and the manager. That's fantastic stuff.
Hello again, lads, welcome back to the channel. My name's Live for Set Play Gaming. This is a FIFA 23 Stevenage career mode. It's the Road to Glory with Aidy Boothroyd. It's season 3, episode 63. And we have some business to take care of. At the end of the last episode, I had an offer in for Harvey Cartwright to go out on loan, get some experience at Austin FC. So he's joined them in the MLS. You remember he actually was a backup goalkeeper for us last year, but because we brought in Anderson, we wanted to make sure Chapman was the older, experienced backup hand. So he's going to stay there for a year. Coming up in today, we're going to finish August off. We've got Wigan Athletic away, Bradford City at home. We've been drawn against Blackburn Rovers in the Carabao Cup second round. And then we've got Bradford City to finish off August before the close of the transfer window. There's a good chance that we'll sort that business out at the beginning of next episode. But for now, let's go on with the action and see how we get on. Now we've made a fantastic start to our League One season with the aim of obviously fighting for promotion. And we're up against Wigan Athletic, who themselves are up in the top half of the table. And themselves will probably want to try and fight for promotion as well. So this is very much a 6-pointer at the top of the table. It's a bit early to say that it's going to decide who wins the championship. But, you know, it's one of those things where you think, if we can get some kind of numerical advantage early on, then if we get a really, really bad blip at some point during the winter months, at least we've got a bit of a cushion. But these games are always really difficult. So we've obviously named a really strong starting lineup, and we're going with 5-3-2. In the opening few minutes, you'll see here, Hardy spins Watmo, gets into the box, and Van Hassel with a great save to push that away as we begin the action. And then moving on, a few minutes later, Jordan Murray with it's actually a cut back to him. Instead of putting his laces through it, he tries to place it, and Anderson makes sure that it's just cleared over his crossbar. 17 minutes in, a header from Agumbo and a good save by Van Hassel to deny us from going a goal up. You see the replay here, it's a great delivery. Just does enough to direct it, it was definitely going in. And then Anderson, 7 minutes before half time, Scully with a low shot. Anderson saves it, he's near post. And then a minute to go, James Wilding on the overlap. A flicked header from Ryan Hardy. And Van Hassel again coming to Wigan's rescue to keep it 0-0. One of those glancing headers. And so we go in at the break 0-0. A tough match to be involved in, especially because both teams are good defensively. And we come out, 10 minutes to go till the end of the game. We see an opportunity here. Gilby gets past his marker and pulls out a long-range shot. That's a good save. He's definitely capable of those kind of shots, Alex Gilby. Even more so because we've given him this season more license to push forward with not having Robbie Gotts. And the close of the game, 3 minutes left. Usgaard into Humphreys. Humphreys back to Cousins. And then Usgaard again with a shot and tipped away by Anderson. And then into stoppage time, we see the game out for a point. A respectable point here at the DW Stadium. I'm kind of glad that some of these games do get condensed down into highlights, because I think most YouTube viewers don't want to see 0-0s all the time, but this is a much needed point for us, and the clean sheet, so we move on to the next game. Okay, so with the match against Blackburn Rovers coming up, that now becomes a priority, which means today we host Bradford City in the league at Broadhall Way, but we name a rotated lineup for that purpose. There are still some good names in here, Reeves, Agumbo and Norris, as well as Chapman in goal. We can't forget him, he's a great stalwart of this team, and Hoskins as well playing on the right. With Corrant on the left. This is Bradford, they got promoted last year, and you can see most of those players are pretty much as they were, but Miguel Angel Rios I think is a new player that they have on the right hand side. Otherwise I think that's pretty much the same team that's in League 2. The opening few minutes, Osadebe gets in behind Agumbo, but fires over. He should be hitting the target from there. And then from the resulting play, 17 minutes in, Sutton gets a ball into the near post, and it's Harry Chapman's shot, saved by Aaron Chapman. So Chapman and Chapman, great save. From the resulting corner though, they did open the scoring. Vadine Oliver, the target man, getting on the score sheet. It's a great delivery into the box, you can see. And he gets, I think, ahead of Murdoch, that is. But we equalise almost instantly a few minutes later, and it's Sasho Corran, the winger. It's actually a really good save initially. Martinkus' shot pushed away by Harry Lewis, and Corran just there to volley that in. I'm sure the Bradford manager will be asking, how is a player like that allowed free in the box to take the shot? We go in at half-time 1-1, which isn't bad considering we're playing mostly rotated side. If we can keep it like this, then it'd be great. The second half begins and we get some more chances. You see here, Edwards overruns it, and then the Songu back pass is really bad, and I had to show that because the goalkeeper collides with the post. And then Edwards here, a few minutes later, does well to hold off Songu under pressure, picks out a peach of a pass to Sam Hoskins. Hoskins chests it down and hits it past Harry Lewis, and we have the lead. What I liked about this goal is Josh Edwards, the youngster. He was under pressure, but he didn't wait. He didn't panic. He waited, just waited for the right time. At first, when this happened, I thought Hoskins was offside, but you can see he wasn't. He actually miscued that, but the miscue ends up going past the goalkeeper. We'll take it. And then 2 became 3 as Dowda and Dree makes mincemeat of Matty Folds at left back. Crosses in, and there's Norris, just where you want him to be. And this is on 65 minutes. We'll see this again. Lovely drop of the shoulder, turns away from him, and just edge of the 6-yard box. You know that Norris is going to be there. And that's the advantage to playing this 4-2-3-1 system, is that you have wingers who can get crosses into the box like that. 5 minutes left to go. It's overrun, and Hoskins plays in Andre, who squanders the chance by firing over. He could have made it 4, but 3-1 is a fantastic result, and now we look forward to playing Blackburn Rovers in the Carabao Cup. On to the next game. Well, here we go. It goes without saying, our reward for beating Forest Green Rovers in round 1 means we play Blackburn Rovers in round 2. The only good thing is that we are at home, but we're fielding a very strong side. And as you saw in the last game, we played Bradford City. We had to field rotation so that these guys would be ready. And these are the 11 that we've picked. And here is Blackburn Rovers 11. Kaminski in goal. You've got Hyman, Barnes, Pickering and Carter. Wharton, Travis, Hedges, Manalo, Buckley and Gallagher. Those are all very, very good players. It's a strong lineup by Blackburn. They're playing a 4-2-3-1. We don't really have the luxury for that. And the opening 6 minutes, a massive clearance. Kinsella rides the challenge of Barnes and then makes a mug of him. Watch this build-up here. Into Gilby. Gilby's going to take this on, and he's going to release a rocket of a shot. Look at that. That's probably the best goal I've scored with Alex Gilby. It's a fantastic finish. Foot through it, head down, bang. A beautiful strike. Kaminski had no chance. And then Buckley had a chance to equalise, but his shot was not accurate at all. Rushed his shot. Would then make it 2-0. 24 minutes into the match. O'Neill here into Kinsella. Ran off the ball, but watch what O'Neill does. He dinks this, he sees Gilby, and this part of play from Gilby, he was actually in this game playing like a man possessed. He did enough to hold up the ball. Look at how many players were around Gilby. He had 4 players around him, and he dinks that over to Nichols, who's unmarked in the box. And Nichols has enough time and space to chest that and volley it. You see here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Everybody pulled over to that side of the area. And you can't give Tom Nichols that kind of space. He is a quality player. Brings it down. What a strike that is. 2 wonderful strikes, you've got to say. And so we go in at the break. 2 goals up on Blackburn Rovers, with the Borough fans absolutely delighted at home, with every possibility that we're going to go into the next round. And then you'll see here Travis with a poor giveaway. O'Neill to Kinsella. And watch this. Hardy into Nichols. And Nichols is going to play Hardy in. And Hardy through 2 minutes after the restart. And it's in the bottom corner. Ryan Hardy makes it 3-0. Stevenage in dreamland here. A fantastic finish by Ryan Hardy. Gotta say, as good as Kaminsky is, he's had no chance with any of the 3 goals. Blackburn would then come back at us. You see Wharton into the box, into Sam Gallagher, but Gallagher did not have his shot on target. Must have left his shooting boots at home today. Maybe should have turned onto his other foot. And then 20 minutes left. They continue to pile on the pressure. Manalo into Buckley, right on the edge of the 6-yard box. And Anderson says, no way, I'm going to get a clean sheet here today. Look at that. Great save. He's be a very good addition for our team. And then it could be 4. Lovely control. Knocks it past the goalkeeper. And a fantastic effort from Hardy. Pushed away by Kaminsky. Blackburn come forward again. 9 minutes from time. Manalo with the turn and shot. Pushed away around the post by Anderson. At this point, they were just looking for a consolation. Gallagher into Buckley. Buckley back to Gallagher. Back to Buckley again. Now Travis. And he's going to get it back from Buckley. And out comes Anderson. He's going to take the shot. But look at that interception from Piergianni. And we end up holding out. We knock Blackburn Rovers out of the Carabao Cup. Probably, along with the Wolves result in the first season, this is probably one of the biggest results we've had on this career mode. Moving on to the final game of today's episode. Alright, final game of today's episode. We are playing Shrewsbury away. Can we continue our winning run in the league? I don't see why not. I mean, we've got some good players out here today, and we begin with the opening 6 minutes. It's going to come down. Ryan Hardy away from Dunkley, away from Pennington, and he should score, but he ends up blasting it wide. Just needed a little bit better composure there. He just sticks his left foot through it. Why he doesn't go in his right there, I don't know. But Shrewsbury guilty of the same. It's going to come back a few minutes later. Bloxham wins the header. Bayliss gets the ball into Bloxham. Bloxham, he's going to find Champness in the box. And Champness, pretty much same as Hardy. He should be finishing that. He should be 1-1. Just sort of toe-blabbed it. And then a few minutes later, Barlow into Shipley. Shipley sees an opportunity for a long-range shot. Wasn't all that far off. And we have seen the computer pull off long-range shots before. 2 minutes later, Gilby threads it through. And Hardy, free in the box, turns onto his right and makes no mistake this time. A fantastic finish from Ryan Hardy. And Marosi beaten as it strikes the top of the post and goes in. Always looks spectacular when that happens. A superb finish. So 1 goal up against Shrewsbury, but we can't relax. And half an hour into the game, Gilby gets away from his man, shows some strength there, gets through, kind of gets wiped out a little bit there, but he puts his shot wide. And then approaching half time, we have another chance. Gilby into Kinsella. Kinsella and Hardy brings that down, and a great strike pushed away by Marosi at the front post. You can see kind of comes off his left thigh, and as it bounces up he hits it. We go in at the break, a goal up, and we want to avoid drawing this game because we don't want to slip up making any mistakes with Wickham and Wigan doing so well. Beginning of the second half, Hoskins chips the goalkeeper, but Pennington manages to get it away off the line.
Well, they want that equaliser, but the passing remains smooth.
Bloxham plays in Pre-Krill, 66 minutes, and he lashes his shot wide.
Was at his mercy.
Well, it certainly was. He has to score there.
Or at least has to get it on target to force Anderson into a save.
Turn one of these attacks into a goal.
3 minutes left. Champness into the box, gets behind Drysdale, pulls it back. Shipley with a strong shot, but Anderson gets his entire body behind it and knocks it long. And then from the resulting corner, 3 minutes into stoppage time, swung into the box, and Tom Nichols with a glancing header. Just watch this replay. That all but seals the game. It's a great delivery into the box, but look at this header.
It's a really good goal.
It's a great finish. And that gives us 3 points and continues our fantastic start to EFL League 1 season. Alright, thanks for watching today. If you're enjoying the series, consider watching more content by clicking on the playlist available at the end of this video. Why not consider subscribing to support me on the channel as well? I'll see you guys back on the channel on Thursday with episode 64. We kick off September with our Papa John's Trophy campaign against Barrow, and we face Oxford and newly promoted Bristol Rovers and Burton Albion in the league. This is our lad for Set Play Gaming. See you guys soon.